What's happening, guys? Welcome to this extras video. So this is what's left over from yesterday's video. So we end up going up to Bowhill. I think we go through Till Flat, Bowhill, Walker's Flat, Swan Reach, and up to Blanchtown. And we chucked the drone up a few times. So that's what's going to be in this video. We will get back to camping next week. Been pretty flat out over Christmas and New Year. So I think I'm getting away next week for at least one night's camping, so we will get back into camping, and I think we're going to go up Renmark Way again. We'll check out up there, and there will be a food review at the end of this video. I think it's one I kept as a backup one. I think I did it in the cab. I'll see if I can find it. So I think it's fish and chips when I was working, so we'll check that one out. So there will be a food review later on, but for now we're going to just turn the camera around and just show you what's happening here. So again, looking back out towards Jervois, but today we've got this huge southerly wind, and that's the way the wind usually comes. And what I've noticed with the high current flow, which is coming from the right, so that's upstream to the right, it tends to make these waves a lot rollier than what they normally are. So it must just be the wind pushing the water. So if you were to look at that now, you think the water would be flowing to the right, but it's actually pushing very fast to the left. And I'll get around here. I'm not too sure whether you can see close to the bank those little eddies that are forming. So the water sort of doesn't know what it wants to do. It's trying to come down and it's getting pushed back up, and it's getting all these little whirlpools around there. So that's what's happening at Tailem Bend at the moment. It hasn't broken my bank down the bottom yet, but I'm thinking it might in the next week or so. So anyway, we're going to stick the drone up to start this video up and show you what I'm looking at. And you know what that means? It's time to start the music. So here we are entering Bowhill, and normally on Boxing Day there'd be 50 boats out here. So it's going to be a bit weird looking at the river with no one in it. The causeway's finally closed. I think it was about 6 weeks, no, 3 or 4 weeks ago we were here. So all blocked, no access to the shacks anymore. I think we'll stick the drone up and have a bit of a look. So this is the Bowhill boat ramp. I'll chuck a photo up, a comparison one of what it did look like. But you can see by this shack there's a lot of time spent with the sandbags, and I don't think they're going to do too much. Had sandbags right back to the behind the tank here. So this is the Bowhill wharf. I had Gilligan parked over just the other side of that gum tree when I did the houseboat trip, and the wharf's out there somewhere in between those buoys, so it's got to be up at least 2 metres here, maybe 3. And the Bowhill General Store, Boxing Day and it's shut, could have made a fortune. Pernong GPO. So here we are at Nil Dotty, and that's Greenways Landing. We've been here quite a few times over the last 8 weeks, and also camped here in previous videos. You see the row of gum trees out in the middle of the water there? That's usually where you can camp, free camping, and the main river is just the other side of that middle row of gum trees. So just at Walker's Flat at the moment. What a beautiful view. No wind. A few shacks down there to the left, underwater. Righto, here we are, Swan Reach. A lot of rubbernecks like me parked down the bottom having a look. Last time we were here, you could just get across the little bridge out to Mark's Landing. So the guy's got his dinghy in, not too sure what he's doing. Must be going to his shack, because you're not supposed to have any boats in the water unless you're using them for safety stuff. So I was wondering last time if the caravan park was going to get flooded. It is well and truly flooded, and so is the bowling club. So the road normally goes down there and veers out to the right, and that's the caravan park straight ahead. It's up 2 metres on the caravan park office, so the bowling club has to be completely underwater. Give the old lawn a good watering. So here we are at Swan Reach. It's the old Bank of Adelaide building. This is the road that normally goes down to the ferry, out to the right there. And you've got the Swan Reach pub. So here we are at Blanchtown, and we're just heading onto the old bridge. And I reckon we'll chuck the drone up and have a bit of a look around. Okay guys, we're in the taxi. Thought I'd do a backup food review just in case I needed one at some stage. We've ordered the fish and chips from the Hound Hut, Morris Road, Murray Bridge. I've never had the fish and chips or the fish from here before, so it could be a bit of a surprise. I think we chucked in a couple of prawns and a couple of bits of calamari. She said she put it in a box especially for me. I don't know why, but let's open it up and see what we got. It's exciting, isn't it, guys? Oh, that actually looks not too bad. Definitely do their own batter. I might be a bit impressed here. Packet prawns, probably packet calamari. Looks like salt and pepper or salt and pepper squid. Right, I'll get this camera hooked up somehow so we can do the snap test. Okay, we got the camera all set up here. It's probably going to fall down. That's a big bit of fish. I shouldn't have got this other shit. I didn't need it. Still a bit hot. Right, here's the snap test. Oh, it's breaking away nicely. Look at that. Nice thin batter. Could be on a winner here, guys. Back in a minute.